The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Murray a give. This is Conner. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. The Cowboys at 7-9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11, Tommy.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 1, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Derek Brown able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First down, Murray. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play fake, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Marco Wilson, the one to bring him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got a sense to pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Bellamy. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got Anderson right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
What?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run on first down. Bellamy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Here we go, here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here we go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and goal, Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
11.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side. Bellamy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Murray. This is Anderson over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Murray now on first down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Bellamy.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Throwing now is Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Murray now on first down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray gets it to Bellamy outright.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first down, Bellamy.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Connor up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
An option handoff given to Connor.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cards are back within a score. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy down to the 25. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore
from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Gun. Stop.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
12.
Now Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11 empty.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Burrow will throw.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
Big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pollard again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Derek Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go, here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go. Here we go. 1190. 1190.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 24 yards.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys,
they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.